right, we're going to go ahead and get started. So some of you have like never seen me do anything quote grown up before. Or for grown up people. Usually it was kids stuff. Oh my god.
Well, we could act childlike.
Don't worry, you will get an opportunity to do that.
Oh, good.
Within a few songs. But I'm going to start kind of serious, sort of. So, I decided to put out a CD, and I put this song on it. And Becky sings on it, but she's not going to do that tonight. Unless, who knows?
I'll let you start your show.
It's called Sing a Hopeful Song. I had a song prompt, and the words I was given were like crutch and forest, and it was just dark. And this was like a year and a half ago, shortly after there was an election. I didn't want to go dark. I needed to be hopeful. So it's just sing a hopeful song. Every day the news gets more and more overwhelming. There's more us versus them instead of united. We stand, the divide is growing. One side laughs while the other cries. Both sides talk, neither side listens. The ones who are losing are looking for ways to turn things around. The ones who are winning are looking for ways to rack up more points. Tempers are rising, fuses getting shorter, and I'm hoping that we don't blow up. And so I promised myself that despite the darkness, I would write a hopeful song. Yeah, I promised myself that I could find light, and I could write a hopeful song. Winners and losers hold on to their beliefs like a crutch. Afraid if they let go, they'll fall down, not be able to get up. Deep in their forest, they don't see the trees, desperately trying to tell them winter is coming. And so I promised myself that despite the darkness, I would write a hopeful song. Yeah, I promised myself that I could find light, and I could write a hopeful song. I promised myself I'd take the time to look around. I promised myself if I fell down, I'd get back up. And I promised myself that I'd keep looking for that bright side. And I promised myself I'd sing a hopeful song. And this, my friends, is a hopeful song. I can hope, I can dream, and I can sing a hopeful song. You want to try that one, though? Maybe?
No.
Okay, I won't put her on the spot. You have to listen to the Spotify or
I had a little
Or the
fun with my
CD.
recording.
Becky hit the note that I hadn't asked her to hit but wanted her to.
Yeah, which I
And
then
she
said,
did it.
if you want to try it, you can.
So just envision a couple of layers about this. have other more in-your-face songs that are political where I can just tell by the. But I found that one doesn't evoke that. You can tell they're thinking of it, but they don't. Because I tried to write it so that people can identify with it today, but people who were having those similar feelings 4 years ago can identify them. So, anyway, that's the fun thing about a house concert. You get to say stuff like that and tell people that story. So, this was my shirt that I wore for a lot of my kids' concerts. I'll take it off so you can see this shirt. I'm also getting cut. So last year, my kids threw me a 70th birthday party. It was Sue's birthday extravaganza. They did it right. I was the featured performer, and it was at the Lions Lair in Denver. You don't get much classier than a dive bar in Denver, and Marlene was there and actually played some along with it.
I was there too.
Yeah.
Mona was there, and
I wasn't.
a bunch of
And
you
you
were
were
there.
there. You were there.
No,
Maybe helped with the cake. Anyway,
Wow.
I'm gonna switch gears here and do a song with both my kids. Because back in the day, we'd do a girls' trip every summer. School let out, preschool, whatever, boom, we were in the car, gone for a week. Then it became a week and a half, then it became 2 weeks. We'd just call from our, we'd always go to the sand dunes. I remember one time calling from a payphone or something, because this was back then, saying, I just saw there was a sign for Taos, and it's not that far out of the way from going to the sand dunes, so we're gonna go there and then go. So we'll be back a week later. That was how we traveled.
I love it.
And we did a lot of camping at the sand dunes, and we had our tent songs. We had, this is the large print version, but
I
we
have
had,
another one if you want it.
I know, we had this
I already
songbook.
pulled it out.
This is my third copy. The first copy, the cover fell off and it's missing a few of the first pages. The second copy is also very dog-eared. And then my kids bought me this from other people.
The large print.
The large print, and I still need glasses. So they're going to come up and sing one of our tent songs. Now, our tent songs are, you would think they would be happy. Somebody dies in each of them. I will just.
At least one person.
And I did a house concert recently where somebody cried during this song. So we're going to do Tom Paxton's Ramblin' Boy, because it's a good sing-along one. And I don't need to tell you the chorus. If you know it, you know it. And if you don't, you'll figure it out. And Albina Reynolds had a saying that you'll quickly find the music. You'll find yourself a word. So, and I did kids music, so do I care if you're singing the wrong words or the wrong melody or in the wrong key? It does not bother me at all. I used to get kids being on my legs doing that in my ear. I mean, I don't do that anymore. Well, actually, I did 2 weeks ago. So, this is Ramblin' Boy, which I just love the song, and Tom Paxton. Oh, God. Of course, I didn't play an ukulele, then it was my guitar that we had. Even louder. He was a man and a friend always. He stuck with me in the hard old days. He never cared that I had no dough. We'd ramble around in the rain and snow. You sing it, no, it's sing along. Here's to you, my rambling boy. May all your rambling bring you joy. Here's to you, my rambling boy. May all your rambling bring you joy. In Tulsa town we chanced to stray
thought we'd try to work one day. The boss said he had room for one. Says my old pal, well then I'd rather bum.
Join us.
And here's to you, my rambling boy. May all your ramblings bring you joy. Here's to you, my rambling boy. May all your ramblings bring you joy.
You want to sing a verse?
Late one night in a jungle camp, the weather was cold and damp. He got the chills and he got 'em back. They took the only friend I had. And here's to you, my rambling boy. May all your ramblings bring you joy. Here's to you, my rambling boy. May all your ramblings bring you joy. He left me there to ramble on. My rambling pal is dead and gone. If when we die, we go somewhere, well, I'll bet you $1 he's a rambling there. And here's to you, my rambling boy. May all your ramblings bring you joy. Here's to you, my rambling boy. May all your ramblings bring you joy.
We'll tag the last line.
May all your ramblings bring you joy.
I think I know what is crying. I'm going to do a kid's song. As I mentioned, we went camping, and it was me with a 3 and a 5-year-old, and then a 4 and a 6-year-old, you know. So setting up the tent, which meant pretty much these were the old tents, you know, in the 90s, where REI dome tent that, you know, you put something here and then you put it here and then it falls. And you tell me, could you please hold that one pole in there off? Well, we need to get this on the fire so we can make toast the marshmallows, we need to this, and then the mosquitoes come out. So this song was born from experience, and I wrote a couple of songs this one year that I wrote them. I thought these are like the stupidest songs ever, and I put them away for a year, and then I pulled them out, and of course
They're genius.
it's called Mosquitoes, and it's Mosquitoes Yuck. Sorry, Mosquitoes Yuck. You gotta get that.
Yuck.
It is a sing-along chorus, of course, and parents generally relate to these verses, especially one of them. And if this were a true kids show, I would tell people, you know what, if I mention a body part or a space, you kind of, you know, pretend there's a mosquito there. It's very important for the very end when anyway. And yes, at the very end of the song, you might get to do what you've been trying to do the whole time. and that is Smush Fast. I did record this, and I had this awesome fiddle player who like made all those skill songs. We put up the tent, unpack the car, start to make dinner, and there they are. They're in my hair, they're flying around my face, they're on my legs, they're all over the place. Mosquitoes, yuck! Their bites itch, so you scratch, then you itch, so you scratch, then you itch, so you scratch, you itch, so you scratch. We try swishing and swatting, squishing and squashing, lotions and sprays to keep them away. But they're teeny and they're fast, they buzz and they bite, they hide in the bushes and come out at night. Mosquitoes, yuck! Help me sing. Their bites itch, so you scratch, then you itch, so you scratch, then you itch, so you scratch, you itch, so you scratch. Well, Mom says not to scratch because it only makes it worse. Dad says listen to your mother, of course, but I've got bites on my ears. I've got, where else do I have them? Oh yeah, bites on my arms. I've got bites on my neck. I've got bites on my behind. Mosquitoes, yuck! Their bites itch, so you scratch, then you itch, so you scratch, then you itch, so you scratch, then you itch, so you scratch. Mosquitoes, yuck! I purposely put that song there because this next song is long. It's a ballad that another tent song, and Becky sang on it on the CD, because I put it on the CD, along with Stew Bowl, which I'm not going to do tonight, that Jamie requested. This is Pretty Peggy-O, which I found out years later was covered by the Dead and all kinds of people. I didn't know that when I played it. I just really liked the melody, and yes, there might be somebody dying. If any of you ever wondered why my kids are a little quirky, it's partly their grandma, my mom, and partly they grew up enjoying songs about dying. Their other favorite was Cobbler's Daughter by Kate Rusby, and what happens in that?
Yeah. And Tom Burley.
And Tom Burley's dead is the name of the song. That gives you a hint. Anyway, so are you going to sing this with me, Becky?
Yeah.
Oh, Tom did. Anyway, they survive. Years of therapy, but
I was not sure. Am I invited?
I know you were. You're always invited.
Okay, well, you only said one name just.
I wasn't sure if you wanted to, but come on up.
I need a direct invitation like a vampire.
So Jamie, like a vampire, is that high enough? I keep it.
This is good.
Okay, good. So yeah, Peggy-O. As we march down to Venerio, as we march down to Venerio, our captain fell in love with a lady like a dove, and the name
was called was pretty Peggy. Oh, you're gonna do some harmony in this?
Yeah.
Hey, come go along with me, pretty Peggy. Oh, come go along with me, pretty Peggy. Oh,
Well, yeah, I'm gonna worry.
Great.
Great. So, you need the words for this?
I got it.
Oh, well, when I got my
So, every once in a while, I get to play and listen
No, just
to
it'd be
Becky
fun.
sing. And I just love this
Oh.
song, even though it's
Susan must have not told you.
a little
She doesn't care.
twisted. Anyway, it's a love song.
It's a love.
It's a love song. It's a good song. Who's it by? The Magnetic
It's the magnetic fields
Magnetic
from
Fields.
the.
Who evidently must have a ukulele player because I submitted a couple of songs to a ukulele radio station. I check every week to see if I'm on there, and I'm not. But the Magnetic Fields always
They
are.
do have a.
And I
Yeah.
just thought, well, at least they have good taste.
Yeah. They do.
This is called Papa Was a Rodeo.
So there's a ukulele radio station?
There's a couple of them online. One by the ukulele diva who's based in Cape Cod. I forget the call letters of the station. And the other is a British guy called Fragile Lucy, who does the ukulele radio show.
Bet you're sad you didn't think of the name first.
I did.
He's a very cool guy.
It's awesome.
Is that about? Oh yeah, we were supposed to practice and we
Yeah,
forgot.
we both have ADHD and things happened.
I just got into town like yesterday.
Yeah.
And we went to dinner last night, so we've not had time to. It's okay.
It's how we
We're fun
perform
friends.
best. Yeah.
I like spontaneity.
Yeah.
I
I like your twisted point of view, Mike. I like your questioning eyebrows. You've made it pretty clear what you like. It's only fair I tell you now that I leave early in the morning, and I won't be back till next year. I found it. That's
Sing.
I see that kiss me pucker forming, but maybe you should plug it with the beers. Papa was a rodeo, Mama was a rock and roll band. I could play guitar and rope a steer before I learned to stand. Home is anywhere with diesel gas. Love was a trucker's hand. Never stuck around long enough for one night stand. Before you kiss me, you should know
Where are we? Thank you.
Papa was a rodeo.
Oh, I get to do a solo.
You get a bridge.
That's why I like
I
playing
see.
I will freely admit
I'll
that.
leave it to the tenor to give me the song in my key. The light reflecting off the mirror ball looks like 1,000 swirling eyes. They make me think I shouldn't be here at all. You know, every minute someone dies. What are we doing in Rona's house? How do you live in a place like this every weekend? Why don't you just get into my car and I'll take you away, I'll take that kiss now. Papa was a rodeo, Mama was a rock and roll band. kiss me, you should know. Papa was a rodeo. What a coincidence, your Papa was a rodeo too. Papa was a rodeo. Yeah, there's your outro. That was early. Yeah.
I'll let Becky rest. I'm going to do a song I wrote sort of as a love letter, a love song to myself. I had a challenge to write we were supposed to write a love song to yourself. Some of us have trouble doing that. I finally learned to like myself. Took a while. So this song is called My Heart, and it's a sing-along, which is why I'm doing it after Becky, sang that one. And after Peggy when we took it. So this is called My Heart, and the chorus is, the other challenge was, make it an easy chorus. Okay. I mean, I'm an old-time folk singer where, you're writing verses and choruses with a lot of words. So the chorus is, my heart, this girl's got heart. My heart, this girl's got rhythm. Oh, oh, my heart. So if you're a woman, you wouldn't be here if you didn't have heart rhythm, right? And if you're a guy, you can either change it to this guy, or you can point to me, or Jamie, or Becky, or Rhonda, or another female and go, but be emphatic, this girl's got heart. We all would be, so, anyway. And if you're of a certain age, you will totally identify with this song. If you're not that age yet, someday you will. I think I was reaching back to my old kids' days to get a fun song or something. concern with my Thank you. That will be on the next CD, because I wrote it too late. And I don't know yet how I want to record it. You want to do Susanna or wait?
You should do another original.
I should do another original. Okay. So I've been writing for a long time. I was the teen who wrote all the angsty poems and trite angsty songs. And I was lucky enough to have an aunt who listened to anything I would play for her. We'd go there for Thanksgiving every year, and I would sit down at the piano and play my latest tune. And but she was very supportive. And she always said, you know, I want you to sing at my funeral, which I did a few years ago. And her kids asked me to do where all the flowers gone. I know. This song I actually wrote in June of 1975 when I was finishing my sophomore year of college, and this is an indicator of how much I enjoyed school. Another trait that I might have passed down to my kids, because you know how most people wait till junior year to do your semester away. No, second semester of sophomore year, I was out there doing a semester in Barberville, Kentucky, the Appalachian semester, because I couldn't handle 2 straight years of college. So I wrote this, and back then school ended in June. So I was on my twin bed in my dorm in Barberville, Kentucky, this tiny little town. I had a blast there though. And I wrote this song. It was actually a poem, and somebody said to me, do you ever set poems to music? And I was like, no. This is the song section of my notebook. It was like 3/4 section. This is the poetry section, and this is the who knows what section. But I did. And what's crazy to me about this song is it still makes sense for me to sing it. I mean, I have 2 songs I wrote that June, and they both still resonate. So either I knew something then, or that core part of me was what came out in these songs, because I would like to think a lot of me has changed, you know. Like, maybe I'm mature, I don't know. I wrote it on guitar, but luckily I wrote it on the bottom 4 strings, and this is a baritone ukulele, which is tuned like the bottom 4 strings of guitar. So I can play it on here, and I don't have to hurt my guitar around anymore. It's called Walking in a Dream, which Jamie last night said, well, of course you're going to play that. It's the title track. Was walking in a dream, she said, just thinking, listening to the car tires rolling over cement, and I heard a bird on a telephone wire singing to the sky. here, yeah. Sorry. I must be tired. Out walking, don't know where I went, she said. Doesn't really matter, I was in a dream anyhow. I think my brain was flashing through memories there. That often happens during that song.
It's been a couple of years also.
I can sing it in the same key I wrote it in.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing, because I wouldn't have one of, otherwise I'd have to tune the instrument down, because there's no way I could do that in a different key. I'm debating here which song to do, either a song that I wrote for Becky and Theo or a song I wrote for my mom. I'm debating the order. I'm doing them both. It's just, that's not a down song, so I could go with the down song, right? Because that wasn't a downer, right? Okay. So I'm going to do a song I wrote when my mom wrote in 2017 when I'd be having phone calls with her, and it was right when she first realized she was losing bits of her mind. She had dementia. And my mom was seriously into rock and roll. We grew up with the AM radio on, I mean, full volume, because they weren't very big radio. You could hear the radio rattle sometimes. And it was always to the rock and roll, the top 40 station. And she took us to see Herman's Hermits and Paul Revere and the Raiders at the Ohio State Fair. I mean, his mom with like 4 kids dragging us. It was a blast. But anyway, so that as part of the context, I wrote this in her words, which might have pissed off one of my brothers because he thought it was too personal, blah, 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 blah. He got over it. But my mom was a bit quirky, and as I said, she passed that along, and my kids learned how to dance in the kitchen, which is how I grew up.
Yeah, I did too. Didn't all of our mothers teach us how to do Lindy in the kitchen?
I hope so.
No, I didn't. No, not all did. I was very lucky that she loved rock and roll and she loved folk music and Mahalia Jackson and Harry Belafonte. So I heard all this stuff, and then her dad, my grandpa, was into opera and stuff. So I got the full. Yeah. And we went to Radio City for the Nutcracker every year, and then they took the kids. And my dad, after a while, said he thought it was the most boring ballet he'd ever heard. Because that first day, I went, oh my God. So yeah, so he would just drop us off. We'd all go. Anyway, this is called Destiny, Glorious Song, and as I said, it's mostly her words and her thoughts. Oh, wrong ukulele. Can't do it on that one. I just messed myself up. So you'll hear that rock and roll influence in this. I've been married for 66 years. Yeah, they were mostly happy years. Sometimes I feel like I'm spinning my wheels down a one-lane road called time. want to sing again, or?
Sure.
Yeah? You ready?
For,
We'll do a CCR song. Have you ever seen the rain?
oh yeah.
Is that okay with you two?
Yeah.
We'll liven it up and then I'll bring us back down.
Perfect.
And here's the words if you need them.
Definitely will. Your hair's so
Oh,
long.
I know it. I had another one I could have livened it up with, but that's okay. So I thought you guys might want to sing again.
Yes.
Why not? I need a sip of water though. What was that?
And then they didn't sing.
Because I was getting my water.
And then no one got that cue.
Sorry.
And then
We didn't have the starting note.
I know. Yeah. So.
Okay. So if the question is, have we ever rehearsed it at dinner? Last night I said, do you want to do this song? And one of them said, how's that go again? And that was
rehearsal.
Yeah.
yes, just explaining this is the chorus.
Because I thought it was something else.
Like the beginning of the chorus, didn't even sing the whole thing because
Right.
you know we're in a very nice restaurant.
Yeah.
Narrative.
So, anyway, we did a lot of rehearsal, a lot of prep.
We have a song list. That's prep.
We made it halfway through the song list too.
I know. I never make it all the way through.
Someone told me long ago, there's a calm before the storm. I know it's been coming for some time. When it's over, so they say, it'll rain a sunny day. I know, shining down like water. Oh no, have you ever seen the rain? Oh no, have you ever seen the rain? Coming down on a sunny day. Yesterday and days before, sun is cold and rain is hard. I know, been that way for all my time. Forever on it goes, through the circle, fast and slow. I know, and it can't stop. I wonder,
Help us out.
I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Coming down on a sunny day.
It's an old rock and roll song. That's the whole thing. So you repeat the chorus.
I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? I wanna know, have you ever seen the rain? Coming down on a sunny day.
Tag the last line.
Coming down on a sunny day.
All right. I almost forgot to do this one.
If we're lucky, we'll see somebody.
So here's another one you might know. We sang this one all the time when I was in Memphis. Our ukulele group would sing it, and one of our group members named Letty thought we did it too slow every time. So we would do it at what most people call normal speed, then we would do it at what Letty and I just called the correct speed. I could tell this was slightly off. So this is my travel ukulele that I take hiking and do weird videos. Talk about unrehearsed. Unrehearsed and winded. Sorry about that. So for those of you who know like kids music, you're going,
getting
oh, I know what
serious.
she's doing now. No, I'm not going to do it. Fall the raindrops. Sorry.
Dang.
I know. That's what they're used to. I don't
I have them in
balloon.
the car.
Becky has them.
The exact balloons.
The black ones.
Yeah. Yeah.
Some things you never outlive that reputation. You know, there's the kazoo while jumping up and down with the guitar, which, by the way, I can still do it, but not tonight. And,
Thank you.
it's too late. I can do it in the morning at a kids show. But
On a ground floor.
right, but yeah, on carpet and just in case. Anyway, and the other thing is the balloon song. I did this 22 seconds. I did it in Jamie's class once. The teacher had left me alone with the kids. With her class. She said, I'll be right back. So I taught the kids this song, and it ends with the kids, like, you have the balloon blown up, and at the end you let go, and they go all over the place.
Oh, fun.
So she came back, and I said, oh, learn this song. We'd like to sing for you. Oh my God, that was she did invite me back after. But unless one of you runs and gets it.
Yeah, where's your car?
Give me my keys back.
So,
Give me your keys. I put them in your purse.
is anybody here
Yeah, this is
5'2",
behind you.
5'2"?
Yeah. I was like, I don't know where that is.
5'2".
It's just hard at the end of the clothes.
Yeah, but mine are brown. Yours is brown. Yeah, I've learned to start it slower than I used to. If you're in a ukulele group, every ukulele group does, and they almost all used to. 5'2", eyes are blue. Oh, what those 5 foot can do. Has anybody seen my gal? Turn up nose, turn down home. so glad you all knew that. I was just disappointed nobody got up and did that.
Oh.
They do that in bars sometimes.
Yeah, I could have too, but.
All right, so I can literally play for hours, as my kids know from the time they just fall asleep. So what do you think? 2 more songs?
We did get
3 more
balloons.
songs? Oh my God.
Look what I keep in my car.
All right, so let me do a song and then we'll do balloons. Okay.
Perfect.
So here's another one that was written to a prompt. In the Phoenix area, they have a Arizona songwriters gathering every year, and I've done a couple of times. I missed it this year. I was traveling. It's a lot of times in January, but in January I was in Denver working on this and doing something I hadn't done in a long time, and that was having unscripted time where if one of my kids called up and said, "Hey, you want to meet for coffee?" I could say, "Sure." Because normally I come into town for 2 or 3 days and you figure out what dinner or lunch or whatever you can do. And that was the most precious. Whoa!
Spoiler alert.
No, we're not doing the things yet. Wait, you gave them all out, so we have to do them now and then? Okay, you cannot.
I just passed it out. We can hold on.
I know. You can hold on. They might be proud of us, but
I don't know if this song can be trusted.
I'm not sure they can be trusted. Let's just do it. So I did record this for my Halloween CD, and there are people who still listen to my Halloween CDs, and other kids are like 30 years. And when we did it, the sound guy, Scooter, it was so fun. He number one, it's balloons, the accompaniment on it. And at the end, he panned it from left to right. And so if you have stereo, you hear the balloon literally go across the room. So do not tie the balloon if you blow it up. And please don't pop it. I once did a show. I was a showcase, like an art showcase, and my balloon was sitting in hot lights, I guess, and I've never seen people do that. Never seen this, but it was way cool. So this is called the Bats. I can't remember if I learned it at preschool or
I
whatever.
thought you wrote this one.
No, I wish I had.
Oh, I thought you did.
I thought she wrote Baby Beluga from I found that out in college.
I still tell people that you wrote this, so plagiarism.
Well, it's one of those songs that's probably like nobody knows who wrote it.
So you might as well claim it.
So you wrote it.
Yeah, you claim it.
Yes, nobody knows that it was you.
Think of the royalties I could be getting. Okay, so what you got?
Remember when you got sued by the label?
Okay, can we just move on with the song? So bats like to sleep during the day. And they come out at night.
There we go.
Most bats like to eat
Bats.
but
You said bats.
bats like to eat
Fruit.
And Jamie once read a book about bats, and she explained to me that bats are just like flying mice. And then she showed me where it said it in
Way
the
more
book.
horrifying.
Freaked me out for quite a while, but I still kept doing the song.
You never have a bat in your
She's
house.
a reader.
You have to go get a baby shot.
Anyway, and bats, believe it or not, bats are not blind. But they do use a way to get around that a lot of them don't use called. All right.
It's like what whales do.
Because sound travels in waves and it bounces off of it. You can turn the song into a whole thing. This is what I used to do.
It's
They
a
can also be rabid.
It's physics when you talk about the sound. Talk about the sound.
stand in the corner.
I'm already in court.
First night and now this.
No, it's the last one. Theo's gonna have to back us up on our next show.
Yeah, Theo, you're
Okay.
responsible.
It's not time for
Yeah, we actually do have more at home.
I know.
We got so many black balloons. You just call me.
Anytime.
You never find us.
Bats are like mice.
What kind of
but
kids
that
feel?
means what sound do they make?
What?
Squeak, squeak. Here we go. This is a very short song. Pay attention or you're going to miss the whole song. It's 22 seconds.
Okay.
Oh, the bats sing a squeaky song and they sing nearly all night long. And the bats, I can't remember the words now.
And we go till the break of day.
Break of dawn.
Then the bats fly away. Oh, mine got too hot. Mine got too hot.
Okay.
That's the perfect segue.
Now I'm beginning to think, why am I doing this? Because I wanted to. This is called On the Other Side of the World. And the song prompt was entitled, that title being On the Other Side of the World. And I was talking to this one guy who was explaining to me that, oh, that's a great title for a science fiction song. That's not where my brain went. But, it was January. There was an inauguration that January. With the one, I mean, a recent one. And my brain was thinking about kind of what the first song was about. There's like, why nobody else listens to each other, understands people, and inside, we've all got the same components. We just might have different stuff going on up here, but inside, we're pretty darn similar. On the other side of the world, I wonder if there's someone like me who looks like me, sounds like me, and likes to do the same things I do. On the other side of the world, the sun rises, the sun sets, the moon waxes and wanes. Waves sweep sand in and out of the sea. Here and on the other side of the world. On the other side of the world, I wonder if there's someone like me who looks like me, sounds like me, and likes to do the same things I do. On the other side of the world. Gravity holds us down, yet birds can fly. We all need water and food to survive. Somehow flowers manage to bloom among stones. Here and on the other side of the world. On the other side of the world.
other side of the world, on the other side of the world.
I have a conundrum, and that is I wrote a song recently about these two, Becky and Theo. But I also have a song that I always close with.
Do both.
Can
Do
you
the
handle
closer.
two?
Yeah. Of course.
Yeah.
Or just do the close.
You can't do the one about us. I'm gonna cry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can't make a grown man.
You may
I don't know these
Yeah,
people.
exactly.
Okay, I know, I did send it to them and they were very teary and,
Very for clown.
Allegedly.
Allegedly for clown.
It was just the onions, right?
Yeah, exactly.
You weren't chopping onions then, because you
Well,
do cook
at
a
least,
lot. You're probably
at
making
least
a
within
stew.
that same week, yeah.
Anyway, this was a song challenge song, and we were supposed to write about animals. I didn't really pick an animal. It was their 2-year together anniversary, and when I was in Denver last year, I got to see them a lot, especially when I was sitting in Becky's apartment as they were moving her stuff out, and it was just so cute watching. I just tried to sit there and listen and watch without them noticing I was listening and watching. But it was, you do that as a
The fly on the wall.
anyway. And, yeah, except I would have slaughtered a fly. But anyway, but I was thinking about birds, and I looked up lovebirds, and evidently they aren't very nice to each other all the time. So I didn't go with that theme. And the other challenge was to write a song. There's a word for you, new word of the day, that had melisma in it. I had to look it up when I was told to include that because I had no. What it means is, like in music, they sometimes have a note that goes ooh, goes on and hits a word. A syllable or a word that goes to different notes. And that's what it means. Did I say that correctly? You're probably a music major. That's the layman's way of explaining it. And then I did that, and then I was told, you should add words to that. So I added words to the part that just had the ooze. And the sing-along part is the ooze. And if you pick up the words, please do. And because this is a relatively new song, and I have trouble singing it because it's about my killer boyfriend. It's hard to, keep my composure sometimes. I've sung my mom's song enough time that I can distance a little. So this is called Who Knew, and your part is the who's in the chorus. I honestly think this is on my list of one of the best, that short list of songs that's on there. I don't know if that's them or me. There's 2 peas in a pod, 2 sides of a coin. 2 spoons in a bowl, 2 halves that make a whole. A bird on a wire singing a song, and then another bird comes along. Here's your part. The
go off course, they don't go off for long. They just listen for their song. Who knew the other would come along? Who knew they'd be singing the same song? They've each been north, south, east, and west. Now when they go, they return to their nest. They weren't early to find the right one. They were waiting for the right song. Who knew the other would come along? Who knew they'd be singing the same song? A bird on a wire singing a song. And then another bird comes along. Now they're singing the same tune. Ooh, we just ooze now. All right, now I will do the song I normally end with. Some of you asked me where I live. If you saw the Prius in the driveway there,
That's the house.
if it's not in my Prius and not in my storage unit, with the exception of like a table, I don't own it anymore, and I don't own a house, and my mailing address is there. My legal address is in Arizona, where the cars are registered, and where the storage unit is. The storage unit is in Phoenix. The legal address is Tucson, and my doctor's in Tucson. So that's why I go back there sometimes a year, including the cardiologist is in Phoenix. Actually.
So you're a nomad.
Yeah.
Yes. And they say write what you know, and I've written, when I first left Prescott, I wrote a goodbye song for them. And then about a year or so ago, I wrote a leaving song that I think better says what goes through my head. It's called Before I Go, and it has a very sing-alongable chorus, which is another reason why I like to end with it. And the chorus is, it's almost time, it's almost time for me to go. Second half of the chorus, it's almost time, it's almost time for me to go. And then at the very end, I switch a chord, but you won't care. And, yeah.
We'll cover it when we get there.
It's called Before I Go, and it's the
opening track, and if, I don't think you're gonna want to sing along, are you?
Oh, I was planning on it for
Oh,
my
you are?
seat.
And
I was
you're
gonna
gonna do the
sing.
harmony?
I was gonna sing for my seat.
Becky
Yeah.
will do the harmony from the scenes.
As
There's
featured
by,
on Walking
when my kids hosted this concert last year, I mean my birthday party, the birthday extravaganza. Ivan, who was in Peanut Butter Players with Becky and Lila, Becky invited Ivan. Did you know Ivan too? Probably, maybe not.
I don't think you did. He was
Because
fair of you.
yeah, he was fair of you. Yeah.
Yeah. So they're rival.
Yeah, really. But his Peanut Butter Players, I knew, and so Becky said, "Oh, is it okay if I invite Ivan to play along? You know, he plays, stuff." And then Ivan said, asked if he could bring his partner, who happens to be Sarah Hubbard, who plays violin for the Flowbots, which I did not know at the time until after. And she plays a 5-string violin, which means she can get the viola sound.
Cool.
She's phenomenal.
So when I decided I was going to record my songs based on, she played along with me on like almost every song at my extravaganza, including Destiny Glory's song, which you might have noticed that the tempo, it totally switches at the chorus. She hit it spot on with her bow going down, having never heard, she had never met me before, an hour before that, like before the show started. I mean, she's that good. And so when I knew I was going to record a CD, I could have had like somebody who I like is my age do it and all that. And I thought, I want to see what they do with my songs. So I asked Ivan to produce it, and Sarah played on probably, I don't know, 6 or 7 songs. But on this one, I did cry when I heard what she did with this one. Yeah. I had a friend who said she made it sound cinematic. And if you want to hear really cool what she did on Peggy-O, you would never know that Peggy-O is a 5.5-minute song when you listen to it on the CD because of her violin playing, moving it forward.
Pushing that CD, are you?
I do have a
And it's
CD.
available tonight.
And I should mention I have a tip jar. And of course, I'm on all the regular Spotify and all that stuff. But if you're thinking of buying a digital download, do it on Bandcamp where they actually pay the artist rather than Amazon where you get that much. I mean, because if you stream it on Spotify, you would have to stream it about 10,000 times for me to make what you would pay that $10 you'd give me on Bandcamp. Just saying.
So we all better start listening.
Yeah.
I still get money for my kids' music because children's librarians use some of those songs in their story times. Becky, your friend Andy, Casey, has listened to my songs at story time too.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
So funny.
before I go, and you remember the chorus, right? And before I go, I need to check my suitcase. Make sure I didn't leave my favorite shirt. And that the mouthwash is in a Ziploc bag in case it leaks, like the one I brought. And before I go, I need to memorize the sound of your laugh and the curve of your smile. And it's almost time, almost time. It's almost time for me to go. It's almost time. It's almost time. It's almost time for me to go.
as I go, I know that I'll do this again and again with someone else, somewhere else. And I hope I gave to you as much as you gave to me. And it's almost time, almost time. It's almost time for me to go. It's almost time, yeah. It's almost time. It's almost time for me to go. And I'll whisper goodbye again when I'm miles down the road.
You guys, thank you so much for coming. You know, Rona says, yeah, why don't you hold the house concert here? I'm like, oh, okay. Who are we gonna invite? I don't know. Becky invited people, Rona invited people.